It is time for your favorite Android podcast from the combined crew of blindandroidusers.com and accessibleandroid.com. Now, kick back and enjoy another fine episode from these Android fanboys and gals as they navigate Android from a blindness perspective. And now, here's your crew. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 125 of the Blind Android Users Podcast. This is the App Bonanza episode, the second episode for this year, 2023. And we're coming to you on April 29, 2023. I'm Warren Carr alongside with my co-hosts. I got Doc Cameron, John Dyer, Austin Pinto. We got the pretty one from London, and we got the Lebanese Belle, and my friend Sally Kundus from Turkey. Coming up today, we have so many apps to demonstrate. But first, though, we'll be talking about the announcements, and then we'll be demonstrating several apps that some of you have sent us, and we encourage you to send your apps, especially knowing that we have two more App Bonanza episodes coming up on July the 29th and October the 28th this year. John, what's going on with you in Virginia, my man?
All is good. Just a typical week. Weather's been a little cooler than usual, but I never complain about that.
It's nice when a man doesn't complain. It makes you a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm great.
Pretty girl in London, Fidan.
Hi, yeah. Well, my virtual studio today is actually in the garden. Yes, because the weather is beautiful and sunny, and it's officially sunny because I'm wearing shorts today. I had a bit of an eventful week. My microwave went bang on Thursday, but my dad ordered me a new one, so that was all sorted, but it was a bit annoying. Yeah, it's been a good week. Lovely. We had a lot of rain, but now the weather seems better, so yay.
That's another good man taking care of his daughter and doesn't complain. That's a good man.
No, he ordered it within a couple of hours and it arrived the next day in the afternoon.
Thank you. Austin Pinto, you got waited. Nah, your brother got waited. What's up with you?
So I'm in my virtual air-conditioned studio, and things are very hot in Mumbai, though some of the parts of the city got a little monsoon. So we are nearing that time of the year when slowly the monsoons will come. My favorite season of the year. So it's really hot now. And the wedding was a grand success. So thanks everyone for their wishes on the channel and the emails.
Nice. Congratulations to the young people. Doug, what's going on, man? I heard the birds outside your window earlier. What's going on? Nice weather?
It is freaking gorgeous up here. Right now, we're supposed to be right around that 20 Celsius, so around that 66, I guess that is, Fahrenheit, so it's pretty awesome. Got some cleaning up done in my yard yesterday. Got the patio furniture all out. Just got to go get myself some propane, and I can get myself barbecuing again for the summer. So I'm pretty pumped.
That's a good man. I like the food part.
Oh, hell
Sally.
Yeah.
Sally, what's going on? You got some barbecue out there too in Turkey, or what are you doing?
So I actually had it yesterday night, the barbecue. That was really, really delicious. You missed it out, man. Yeah. That
Did
was
you
really
have a
good.
kebab? Or
Yeah, I
what
had
did
a
you have?
kebab, like
Oh, there you
chickens,
go.
all our fried sausages and so on. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. And we move on to the Lebanese Belle, the pretty one there. And I'm talking about Miss Kareen Kiwan. Kareen,
Hello, everyone. Well, here is the opposite. We are having a rainy day today. We had also some hail, and everything is great because rain is a lovely thing. Actually, I like it so much. So yeah, it's a late rainy day.
I think I need to come to Lebanon because it's raining and hailing there.
Yeah, because Even they are talking about the heat waves there in news. So that's really terrible there.
This is the announcement segment of Blind Android Users podcast. Stay tuned to hear important information regarding the podcast, surveys, and the latest news.
Up next, we got the announcements. And Austin, we got lots in store today, don't we? But though I want to begin by saying Ed is celebrating his birthday today. He's a young man, 40 or 40-some, I don't remember. But happy birthday to Ed, and that's why he's not here with us here today. Maybe next week he's going to tell us all that he did on his birthday. Happy birthday, Ed.
So first of all, even I want to wish Ed a happy birthday. He will be somewhere enjoying in some pub, which is my favorite place. And for the announcements, our channel is growing rapidly again. And also, we have got some feedback from some people who cannot find the app demos that we have done. So if you cannot find any app demos, you need to do one of two things. One is type blind Android users followed by the app title, or either you can do this, you can type blind Android users followed by demo of and the app title. So then one of two ways, if you do, you will get the app demos. So that is the announcements, and Doug is going to now talk about the Hable challenge for the Canadian listeners.
Yes. So starting actually on Sunday, April 30th, the Hable challenge will be launching in Canada. So I know this is being published after that. So we will ensure to have a second webinar with information and instructions on the challenge later in the next week or so. The challenge will be launching on May 15th and will run for approximately 2 weeks. Currently, this is only open for Canadian residents who are blind or partially sighted or have a Braille background and with a mobility impairment. If you want to learn more about what the Hable is and how to use it, you can go to accessibilityotg.com/I-am-Hable, Hable, and you can view all the information located there, as well as access the main Hable website. If you are interested in the challenge itself, you can go to accessibilityotg.com/Hable temp 2023. That is HABLE TEMP 2023. You can click on the various buttons. You can register for the challenge using a Google form, as well as downloading the required platform for completing the challenges, being WhatsApp. This is open to all participants, whether you're using an iOS or an Android device. And that's all I got.
So the links for all these will be in the show notes. And now Kareen has got some really interesting gifts for all our listeners. So let's hear from her.
So I'm truly excited to announce that we were given 10 lifetime subscriptions from the Cash Reader app developers for the BAU listeners. And to be able to benefit of one of those, you should enter the competition that is related to the Cash Reader demo that will be in this episode. What you have to do is send us an email to the podcast email.
Contact us at blindandroidusers.com.
Yeah. So you should send an email with the answer of this question, which will be what name two of the currencies that were used in the Cash Reader demonstration, or you can only name the countries. The currencies are four, so you can either name the currencies, two currencies only, or name the countries that the currencies belong to. And the competition is open until Friday, 5 p.m. GMT, which will be 17 hours GMT. And the announcement of the winners will be based on, like, everyone who will be participating will be given or will be assigned to a number, and then random numbers will be picked up, and the people who are having those numbers will be the winners, and we will contact them, of course, with the codes. I want to thank the cash reader team for this generous thing, and I want to say that despite this, the cash reader team doesn't have any input in the cash reader demo or any opinion that was in the cash reader demo.
One more thing I want to mention, that the numbers will not be picked by us. It will be an automated pickup by AI or machines. So we will have no way of declaring the winners ourselves.
Yeah, definitely. We will either use ChatGPT or Google Assistant for this.
So in other words, what Kareen was saying earlier on is that we have that cash demo as the app of this episode that we have going on right now. So if you listen to it, you're going to hear what currency she demonstrated or what countries those currencies are coming from. So if you want to be in the know to be able to participate, then you have to listen to that demo that we have on here.
This is Android Basics, in which we bring you up to date on the things that you should know to use your Android phone.
We now move on to our main episode, and that's the App Bonanza. And we have for you the Cash Reader demo by Kareen. Then we have Habitica by the Potato Guy. We have MediSafe by me. We have the Sound Assistant by John Dyer, and our friend Judy Jones demonstrate Factual Quiz 2020. Let's get started though. This time, let's get going with Factual Quiz 2020. Judy?
Hello, this is Judy Jones, and I am presenting to you today the demo for an app called Factual Quiz 2020. It's been updated to 2020 back then, but I actually started it on my phone around 2018 is, I think, when I first got it. And I haven't done a lot with it. I don't sit and play a lot of games, this kind of thing. But I really started looking at it when looking for some things to try to do with the youth in our church, or just to do some fun things, because it has a wonderful Bible category in it. And this app is very accessible on our phones. And for those of us who have hymns note takers, the Polaris, the BS6, I'm happy to say that this is totally accessible with the Braille. You don't have to use the speech with it at all. The Braille works wonderfully with it. So you can have whatever device you're using and be the moderator and run the game for a room full of people, or you can do it virtually with a Zoom room full of people. It doesn't have the ability to have online players with it, like Trivia Crack, something like that would, but this still is a really great game, good crowd pleaser and so forth. Another great thing you can do with this too, whether you're doing it virtually or in person, is use it as a fundraiser. And the way you would do that is, no matter how many contestants you want to, who are going to play, is have them each pay $5 to play, and have a special night scheduled where you're doing this and so forth. And the winner for the night wins half the pot. So, for instance, let's say you've got $5 a person to play. That's what they'd pay. Say if you had 20 people, you'd have $100. So what would happen is the winner of the night would get half of that, which would be the $50, and then the other 50 would go to the charity of your choice. So, wow, you could set that up as a regular game night, and then turn that also into a fundraiser. Support an ongoing support for a charity. I thought that would be cool. Another thing, this does keep automatic score, but another thing you could do to make it even more fun is you could have a timer set up with your group. Say maybe it goes off every 10 minutes. And when the timer goes off, if who is ever involved in the question, whose ever turn it is, when the timer goes off, if they win, instead of getting the standard 100 points per question, they would get 200 points. So it'd be like the daily double in Jeopardy is kind of how that would work. So let's get into this Factual Quiz 2020 here. This is what I was actually getting to. And I've got my finger at the top center of the phone, and I'm going to bring it down vertically. So we've got the title bar up at the top, Factual Quiz. And as I move my finger down, there's the play icon where you'd start your game.
Game stats.
And I don't have game stats at this point, but if I played a lot, you could go in there and see what your game averages are.
Unlimited. Pro.
And I do have the unlimited. I only had to pay 99 cents to get access unlimited. If you had the free version, I think your games are only 20 questions a piece. If you have the unlimited, you can just keep going and going and going. And they give you extra categories as well. So that's what the unlimited does for you. I thought it was well worth it. Under the unlimited, going down, I have...
Detected. Text as button.
Okay, that's one of the labels. And this actually is a horizontal row of 5 labels. Some of them were already labeled by TalkBack. Some of them were not. But I'm going to go from left to right, and we're going to see what these are here.
Vibrate button.
What? Not quite.
Detected. Icon mute button.
Okay, the mute label is the first one on the left. And that one, if it was unmuted, would play a little bit of background music if you were playing by yourself and wanted background music. Next label is, as you heard,
Vibrate button.
all right. And so the only thing I could get that to do is in playing a game, if you have an incorrect answer, your phone will go, which is really good. So that's kind of all I could see that did. It's there. Next label to the right is...
Detected. Icon star button.
Okay, that one, you go in there. You can rate the app on Play Store.
Detected. Text as button.
That one, you go in there to upgrade if you're in the free version. Or if you're on Limited Pro, it'll tell you that. And in the last app on the right here is...
Detected. Icon mail button.
You go in there and there's a little invitation for you to mail the developer. You double tap on a little button. It'll open your email program and you can send a comment or a suggestion to the developer. So that's the layout of the main screen of this. So let's go in and try to play.
Play.
I love these things. We'll see how much I can lose here. One thing a screen reader does, I notice when you read some of these questions, you go to the next question, and depending on how you move your hand, your screen reader may give you a spoiler alert on the questions or something. So I'm learning that when you're using this on your phone, bring your hand up more toward the side so your hand isn't getting so close to the screen where it's just speaking out things you don't want it to speak out yet. So now let's look at the categories.
Art mixed select topic.
Select topic is your instruction there. And there is
Mixed topics.
which is the whole bag of topics there. And underneath these are 16 categories. And in some of these 16 categories, there are subcategories. For instance, in the Bible, if you went in there, you would see Old Testament, New Testament, or all, the whole Bible there. So that's how that is. So let's go through some of these 16. We've got, of course, the mixed topics at the top, and then we've got
Art 1 of 16. Enlist 16. Bible 2 of 16. Celebrity 3 of 16. Comic book 4 of 16. Geography 5 of 16. History 6 of 16. Holiday 7 of 16. Literary 8 of 16. Miscellaneous 9 of 16. Movie 10 of 16. Music 11 of 16. Political 12 of 16. Science 13 of 16. Sports 14 of 16. TV 15 of 16. War 16 of 16.
and there are your categories right there.
Science,
That's
13
what
of
they
16.
are.
Literary 8 of
Let's
16.
go into one of these.
Holiday 7 of 16.
Holiday.
Holiday selected.
All right. So now you get a window where you have up just under the notification bar is
Mixed topics out of list.
you've got your title mixed topics. And you also, at the left-hand top, you have a
Selected
score.
history mixed topic select topic. 7 verse select
Wait,
topic.
let's
Mixed
see.
history 6 of 16. Enlist select all holiday. Christmas.
Oh, let's try Christmas.
All holiday. Christmas. Misc. Christmas. Score 0 out of list.
Okay.
Who commissioned the first Christmas cards?
Who commissioned the first Christmas cards?
Victoria. Henry Cole. John Calcutt Horsley. Joyce Hall.
I don't know who commissioned those. I'm going to say Joyce Hall. Let's see if I'm correct. And I'm going to double tap.
Incorrect. Correct answer was.
And so the screen reader is going to start to read it. So I'm going to just run my finger down the screen.
Incorrect. Correct answer was Henry Cole. The first Christmas cards were commissioned by Sir Henry Cole and illustrated by John Calcutt Horsley in London on May 1st, 1843. 2 batches totaling 2,050 cards were printed and sold that year for $1 each.
Okay, so let's go to the next question. And then I started this earlier, but I'll describe the top of the screen above the question here.
Next question. Factual quiz. Galileo Galilei.
Well, see, I told you there's a spoiler alert. And I didn't, that's one of the multiple choice answers. So we can figure out something, I think, when you're using the phone or whatever you're doing. Maybe even when you hit next question, just put your hand really quick over the screen so that it won't do that. I mean, there's a way to fix that. But anyway, I've gotten to the next question. And at the top, I've got my score here.
Which famous scientist score? 0.
Score 0 because I got it incorrect. But if I went across the top, it shows the category, which is Christmas. And then if I go to the right, we've got
which famous scientist was born on
question 2. Okay. So that's what I was going to say. Score, category, and question number is at the top. So let's go to the question 2. We won't do all. Yeah, I'll do like maybe one more here, but here's the question.
Which famous scientist was born on Christmas Day?
I have no idea. So I'll just be honest.
All of them.
Oh, yeah? That's even worse. Let's see.
Sir Isaac Newton. Albert Einstein. Galileo Galilei.
Well, you guys are probably smarter than I am, but I just don't know. So I'm going to say all of them.
Sir Isaac Newton. All of them.
Why not? Yeah, I was wrong.
Incorrect. Correct answer was Sir Isaac Newton was born according to the Julian calendar in use in England at the time on Christmas Day, December 25th, 1642.
All right, so there that is.
Sir Isaac Newton. Next question. Factual quiz.
And of course, my score is a big fat 0. But you can see how this is going. Again, up at the top, your left hand is your score, and then your category title, and then what number question you're on. So, and then you've got below that, as you run your finger, you've got your question, then your answers. And then once you pick an answer, it's correct or incorrect, you run your finger down, it'll read you the little blurb about it. Then below there's like a next question. You double tap on that. You're good to go. It'll show your new score. And you keep going, and this is how you play it. But this is actually a really fun little app. You guys can see a lot to do with it. I hope you have as much fun with it as I've had. I hope you make more smart choices than I have, especially on Christmas. I don't know what. But anyway, these are a lot of fun. Enjoy. And this is Judy Jones signing off. Have fun.
Thank you so much for that one, Judy. Up next, here's John Dyer demonstrating the sound assistant. If you know how to manage your sound assistant on your Samsung device, this is it. John?
Hi, John here, and today we're going to be talking about an app called Sound Assistant. I'm going to do a quick demonstration of all the different settings that you can adjust with it. I just need to say from the start, this is only going to be available for Samsung devices, and more specifically, Samsung devices running full One UI. So if you have a device with One UI Core, unfortunately, this isn't going to work for you. So the app is called Sound Assistant. It is available from the Galaxy Store, and it's by Goodlock Labs. And we will provide the link to it in the show notes or video description. So I have the app open here, and I'm just going to go through some of these settings and explain them to you.
Customize volume panel heading.
So the first section is for adjusting the volume panel.
Customize volume panel, change the app volume slider, floating button, and more.
So I'm going to go in here.
Customize volume panel. Navigate up button.
And this app is mostly accessible, but it has a little bit of quirkiness here and there. But the good thing is you only really need to go in this app once to get it configured, and then it just does everything for you from that point on.
Customize volume panel. Sound Assistant on switch.
So this switch that's labeled Sound Assistant is the switch for specifically customizing the sound panel. I'm going to turn it on.
Off.
Or excuse me, it was on. I'm going to
On.
turn it back on. And near the bottom,
Custom, change the app volume slider, floating button, and more.
I'm going to click here.
Navigate up button.
So down near the bottom, you're going to have some options.
Selected move.
Move, this is whether or not you can move the volume panel up and down. In order to do it here with TalkBack enabled, you will have to double tap and hold on the volume slider and slide it up or down to adjust its position.
Layout left.
This will decide whether you want the volume panel to appear on the left side of your screen or the right side of your screen.
Selected, show volume level.
This is whether you want it to show the volume level or not. I'm going to turn this off because it's a little bit redundant, since using TalkBack, when the slider is in focus, it tells you what the slider is set to. So I think it makes it a little bit simpler not to have the number displayed there.
Floating button.
And this is whether you want the floating button, which I don't like, but if you want a floating button that's always on your screen that you can get to adjust your volume, that's an option. But I'd rather just press the volume keys and have the volume sliders appear.
Selected, standard panel, tab.
So these were all the settings for the standard panel. And the next tab,
Expanded panel, tab.
is the expanded panel.
Expanded panel. Custom. Selected. Page 2 of 2.
So this is when you're adjusting the volume and then you expand it to have it show all the volume levels. This is the panel that's going to be here.
Standard panel, tab. Selected app volume.
And these are the options for it. App volume, I'll touch on this later, but if you've set specific apps to have their own individual volumes, this is where you would go to have it show up in the expanded volume panel.
Show toolbar functions.
Toolbar functions I haven't really messed with because some of them are unlabeled, but it allows you to get to the equalizer and stuff like that.
Bluetooth metronome.
And then Bluetooth metronome is, this is whether or not you want a quick access to the Bluetooth metronome from your volume panel, which I'll touch on later as well. So I'm going to back out of here.
Customize volume panel. Sound Assistant.
So we're back on the main page now, and the next option is
Make your own volume panel colors. Change the color of the volume panel.
I'm not even going to go into this because it doesn't really apply to most blind users. If you're low vision, it might help you to make the volume panel high contrast. This part of the app isn't completely accessible, so you would need some vision to figure it out anyway. But I'm going to just skip over that.
More volume settings, heading. Individual app volumes, control the volume of each app.
This is what I touched on earlier. So if you want to have a specific app have its own volume adjustment. So for example, let's say there's a radio app you listen to and the volume is always too loud and you want it to just be 50% of whatever the media volume is, or you just want to be able to adjust it separately from the media volume. This is where you would go to add those media apps to have their own volume controls. And then if you add them to the volume panel, the expanded panel, you'll actually have a slider for that specific app to adjust its volume by itself. And next we have
Control media volume on switch.
So this is on by default, and this just is what your volume keys will control. So Android by default, when you press the volume keys, it adjusts the media volume. But if you turn this switch off, then it will adjust the ringtone volume instead. So if you want your volume keys to adjust the ringtone volume when your media is not playing, then you would turn the switch off.
Media manner mode, when your phone is set to vibrate or mute, media volume is also muted, off switch.
So that's self-explanatory. When you put your phone on silent, it will also set media volume to 0.
Change step volume, select a step on the media slider to adjust the rate at which the volume is changed. 67% slider.
So this lets you have control over how finely you can adjust your volume. So I think by default there's 15 volume steps. So if I raise this slider, it will make it so there's less volume steps. And if I lower the slider, it will make it so there's more volume steps. So the more volume steps you have, the more control you have over the exact volume level, but the more times you will have to press it to get to the volume you want. So you'll just have to decide what works best for you, or you might just like it how it is by default.
Media key shortcuts heading. Control music with volume keys on.
Okay, this is one of my favorite features. What this does is it allows you to control media while your screen is off. So with this turned on, if you're listening to music and your screen is off and you press and hold volume up, it will skip to the next track. If you press and hold volume down, it will go to the previous track. So basically, the equivalent of whatever headset controls would do, it makes it so your volume keys do that when you press and hold them. And of course, you can still adjust the volume with the screen off just by pressing the volume key and releasing it. But if you press and hold it, is when you'll go to the next or previous track. And if you go into this section here, you can swap them. If you'd rather volume up be previous track and volume down be next track, you can change that in here. But I'm going to go on to the next.
On control music with volume keys, switch. Favorite media app, select an app to play and control music when you press multimedia keys on your connected headphones, Bluetooth device, etc. If the currently open app supports multimedia keys, it will play through that app instead.
So basically, if none of your apps are open, you can specify a specific app that you always want to start playing media when you press play on your headset.
Off favorite media app switch. External audio devices heading. Bluetooth metronome, sync Bluetooth sound for videos.
Okay, this doesn't really apply for those of us who are completely blind, but this will let you sync the sound of your Bluetooth headset with the picture if it is off. But let's move on.
Advanced settings, change the advanced audio settings on your device.
I'm going to go in here.
Advanced settings. Navigate up button. Advanced settings. Alerts through headphones, notification.
Okay, this is one of my favorite features. So what you can do here is set the alerts to come through your headset only. By default, if you get a phone call or a notification, it will play in your headphones and out of your phone speaker, but you can adjust that here.
On alerts through headphones, switch. Reverse stereo, swap the left and right, audio outputs on headphones off, switch disabled.
And I guess this is for those of you who like to wear your headphones backwards. You can reverse the channels.
On alerts through headphones, notification.
I just want
Alerts
to go
through
into
headphones.
here.
Navigate up button.
To point out, for the alerts for headphones, you have
Ringtone off switch. Alarm off switch. Notification on switch.
you can adjust which ones you want to come through your headset and which you want to come through your headset and your phone. So, for example, you might want your notifications and ringtones to come through your headset only, but you might want your alarm to also come out of your phone, in case you've fallen asleep and lost your earbud or something.
Advanced settings. Sound assistant.
And now we're back on the main page. Next we have
Sound and vibration effects heading. Customize vibration patterns. Make your vibration pattern and set it as your ringtone or notification alert.
So this is where you would go if you want to make your own vibration pattern. So if you have a certain rhythm or something you want to make, you can go here.
Concert hall. Simulate the reverb of a concert hall off switch.
That's pretty self-explanatory.
Voice changer. Apply fun effects to the microphone.
Okay, so we're going to go in here.
Voice changer. Navigate up button. Space off switch.
So this space switch is for voice changer. I'm going to enable it.
On. When an app starts using the microphone, you'll get a notification through which you can use voice changer in real time.
So this is the default behavior where you will have to go into the notification and enable per app when you want the voice changer to be active.
Always use voice effects. Voice effects will be applied whenever the microphone is in use off switch.
But if you turn this on, you won't have to deal with the notification. It will just be on, but you might want to remember it's on because your voice will always be changed.
Record your voice heading. Unlabeled.
So I'm just going to record a sample here. This is a sample recording.
Voice effects heading. Default.
So let's see if it recorded me. This is a sample recording. Okay, so I'm going to go through some of these.
Little girl.
Let's see what this sounds like.
This is a sample recording.
Okay.
Middle-aged man.
I won't do all these, but
Sci-fi horror.
I will go
Warbling.
through them.
Ethereal. Lo-fi landline.
This one I think sounds like a stormtrooper. This is a sample recording.
Robot.
This one I think sounds like when people disguise their voices when they're being interviewed because they don't want their identity to be known.
This is a sample recording.
I think there's one more.
Baby.
Yeah.
This is a sample recording.
So basically, this works with most apps. Like if you wanted to send a voice message on Telegram, this is how you would sound if you have this enabled. And like I said, it works on most apps. It does not work in the regular phone. If you were planning on using this to try to prank somebody, and beware that it's not going to disguise your voice in those situations.
Space on switch. Off.
And back out of here.
Sound assistant. Voice changer. Apply fun effects to the microphone. Off. Voice changer switch.
And next we have
Multi-sound. Select which app can play audio at the same time as other apps.
So by default, Android will, so if you're listening to media in one app and you go to play media in another app, obviously it automatically stops the media that was already playing and plays the new media. If you don't like this for some reason, you can go in here and change it so that either specific apps always play in the background or all apps continue to play in the background and you just have to manually stop them. And this is actually the last setting in the Sound Assistant app. So this concludes my run through, and I hope this has been informative. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for that demo. And now here's my MediSafe. Hi. For episode 125 of the Blind Android Users Podcast, this is our second App Bonanza of the year 2023. And for this quarter, I'm demonstrating an app called MediSafe. MEDISAFE. For this demonstration, I am using my Pixel 4, running Android 13, and in the way of the TTS engine, running the Google Speech Services, using voice variant number 6. MediSafe is a medication tracker and pill reminder. In other words, if you happen to be on some medication, you could use this to track your medication and get reminders as to when to take your medication. I do not take any medication, and some of the features may not be available to me, but I thought I'll check it out to see if it's accessible or not, and if it's something that some of our listeners may find some use from. I am on the home screen now and will navigate my way to the app icon, launch it, and let's get started from here.
MediSafe.
Here's MediSafe. Tab.
Allow MediSafe to send you notifications. Allow button.
Upon launching the app, we're asked as to whether or not we would like to allow it to send us notifications. And being something that you're going to be using it for reminders and all of that, I think it makes sense to allow it to send those notifications through. So now I'll tap on Allow.
MediSafe. Join millions of people already taking control of their meds.
I hear join millions of people taking control of their meds. And I'm going to put my finger near the top to see if there's any buttons or things like that. And putting my finger near the top left corner. I don't hear anything. And moving my finger to the right corner. I don't hear anything either. So I'm going to move my finger down.
Join millions of people already taking control of their meds.
There's that text that we heard earlier, and moving my finger down. Now I'm toward the middle of the phone.
Get started.
I hear get started, moving my finger down toward the bottom.
Already have an account. Log in.
Already have an account. Log in. Moving down.
By proceeding, you agree to our terms, and that you have read our privacy policy.
Okay, moving down. I don't hear anything. So let's go ahead and tap on that Get Started.
Get started.
Tap.
MediSafe. In progress, progress bar. MediSafe. MediSafe. Creating your experience. MediSafe. MediSafe. Close screen IV button. Detected. Icon close. Text X.
We hear icon close, text X. That's the close out of that. I will now try to determine where that close button is and putting my finger near the top right. I do not hear anything. Moving my finger to the left corner now.
Detected. Text X. Icon
There's that
close
detected
button.
Text X, and so that's the close button. Now let's move on down because we need to get familiar with the screen layout and all of that.
Your journey starts here.
Says my journey starts here.
Staying on top of your health is only a few taps away. Start by creating your profile or entering your verification code to personalize your experience.
So we have a couple ways of getting started. Either we create a profile, or if we have a verification code, we could use that. Moving my finger down toward the bottom.
Create my profile.
There's the Create My Profile. Moving down.
Enter verification code.
We have the Enter Verification Code. And moving my finger down. Nothing. So entering the verification code is the last item here at the very bottom of the screen. I'll move my finger back up so we'll tap on the Create My Profile.
Create my profile.
I'll tap here to create that profile.
Detected. icon, close, button.
Again, we hear that close button, and of course it's found near the top left corner. Moving my finger down.
Nice to meet you. Whose health are you managing?
We hear nice to meet you and asking as to whose health we're managing. Moving my finger down.
10%, progress bar.
It says 10%, so I'm 10% through the process of creating that profile. Moving down.
If you are managing multiple profiles, you can add them later.
Okay, go down.
My health, in list.
There's my health. Moving down.
Someone else's health.
Someone else's. Moving my finger down. I hear nothing. So these are the two options that we have. So I'm going to move my finger back up to my health.
My health.
We'll tap.
Detected. Icon, close, button, out of list.
There's that close near the top left. I'm moving down now.
Let's get to know you better. What's your name?
The first thing we hear is about the name, so I'm going to move my finger down.
30%, progress bar.
And I'm 30% through the process of creating a profile.
First name asterisk, edit box.
And the first name, of course, this is required. It has an asterisk. So I tap.
First name. Showing English US QWERTY. Suggestions available. To access.
And I'm just going to type in something funny since I don't have any accounts in here. I'm going to go ahead and do a voice dictation for the first name.
Voice input.
Fish. I dictated the word fish. I'm going to put my finger down.
Editing. Fish. Edit box. First name.
Move to the next field.
Last name asterisk. Last name.
Let's just call the last name Waters.
Voice input.
Waters. I dictated the word Waters. Let's double check that.
Editing. Waters. Edit box. Last name.
There we go. All right, now I'm going to tap on the done found near the bottom of the keyboard.
Done. Keyboard hidden. Waters. Edit box. Last name.
And I'll move my finger down.
Next.
There's a next button at the bottom. Let's tap.
Toolbar navigation icon, button. Detected. Icon, back.
We hear icon back, and that is found near the top left. Moving my finger down.
How do you identify?
Identification, so we're talking about gender here. So moving my finger down.
50%, progress bar.
I'm 50% through the process.
Female, in list.
That's female.
Male.
Male.
Non-binary.
Non-binary.
Other, please specify.
Other. I'm going to tap on male.
Male.
Male, there we go.
Detected. Icon, back, button, out of list.
We're on the back button again, moving down.
What is your date of birth?
We come across date of birth, so here we could choose your date of birth, moving down.
70%, progress bar.
70% through the process.
You must be at least 18 years old to use MediSafe.
And one has to be at least 18 years of age in order to use this app. And so moving down.
Mar, button.
Moving my finger down below there on the left side, I heard Mar, which is March. And I'm going to move my finger to the right of that, see what we have.
24, button.
And to the right of that.
2004, button.
2004. So by default, going back to March 2004, that would place us at 18 years old. I'm going to go with that default, but you can count on it. I'm not 18. And like I said, this is just a demo. I'm going to go toward the bottom, see what we've got.
Next.
But before I tap next, though, if that was not your age, though, you could tap there and go change it in the calendar. So tap on next.
MediSafe. In progress, progress bar. MediSafe. Detected. Icon, back, button.
There's our back button again near the top left. Moving down.
What do you hope to achieve with MediSafe?
What do I hope to achieve with this app? Let's see what we have.
90% progress bar.
We are at 90% completed and moving down.
You can choose more than one.
So in other words, we could choose more than one thing that we would like to accomplish using this app. And let's see what options we got.
Get medication reminders in list.
So we got a list of things, and the first thing here is get medication reminders. And of course, that's one of the primary aim of this app. So I'll tap to check that. If it has check marks, it didn't say check mark, but I'm going to tap on it anyway.
Selected, get medication reminders.
Aha, says it's selected. Moving down.
Track whether I took my meds.
Sure, tap.
Selected, track whether I took my meds.
Moving down.
Keep a list of my meds.
Absolutely, tap.
Selected, keep a list of my meds.
Moving down.
Remember when it's time to refill.
You bet, tap.
Selected, remember when it's time to refill.
Looks like I'm selecting just about everything. Move down.
Check for drug interaction.
I don't know what it means by checking for drug interaction, but I'll check it anyway just for giggles.
Selected, check for drug interaction.
Move on.
Track side effects symptoms.
Absolutely, you want to check that. Tap.
Selected, track side effects symptoms.
Moving down.
Track measurements e.g. blood pressure.
Okay, we'll tap that too.
Selected, track measurements e.g. blood pressure.
Moving down.
Done, out of list.
I heard done. So that's the last item we have, is the one about checking your blood pressure and all of that.
Done.
I will tap on done, so we get done here.
Done, out of list. Close screen IV, button. Detected. Icon, close. Text,
We hear
X.
close near the top left again, moving down.
Welcome aboard, fish.
Welcome aboard, fish. I am in. Move on down.
You've completed your MediSafe profile. Now, let's add your medication to create your very first reminder.
Okay, moving my finger down.
Add my med.
Let's add my med there toward the bottom across the screen, and there's nothing below that. So I'm going to tap on Add My Med.
Add my med.
Tap here.
MediSafe. MediSafe. Edit box. Detected. Icon, search.
We are placed on an edit field. In other words, we need to type the type of medication that we're looking for. I'm going to tap here to activate that field.
Showing English US QWERTY.
And I'm going to just dictate Tylenol or something crazy like that.
Voice input.
Tylenol. I double tap to stop the voice dictation, and now I'll put my finger near the top and see what types of Tylenols I got.
Tylenol infants, in list.
There's the infants heading.
Tylenol.
There's Tylenol.
Tylenol children's.
There we go.
Tylenol sinus. Tylenol cold.
Uh-huh.
Tylenol children's plus flu. Showing items 1 to 6 of 23.
There are 23 categories here of the Tylenols. I'm going to choose
Tylenol cold.
Tylenol cold, and let's tap here.
Keyboard hidden. MediSafe. In progress, progress bar, out of list. MediSafe. Detected. Icon, back, button.
So every time you go to the next page, it seems it places you on the back or the close button found near the top left. And so I'll move on down.
Tylenol cold, the 5th of October 325 mg.
It says Tylenol cold the 5th of October, but that's not what it means, though. Let's read that carefully because I'm thinking it's talking about milligrams and all of that. So I'm going to change to the word granularity or something like that.
Characters.
Whoops, there we go.
Words.
Okay,
Tylenol.
I'm reading word by word.
Cold.
Okay,
325.
325,
10.
10.
5 milligrams.
So that's what it means. 325, 10, 5 milligrams. That's it. So let's move on down.
Skip.
There's a skip.
What are you taking it for?
What am I taking it for? So I'm going to choose what the medication is for. I believe we'll have some answers here.
40%. Progress bar.
40% through the process of filling that out.
Common cold. In list.
We've got common cold,
Fever.
fever,
Headache.
headache. And since I chose cold, I might as well go choose the one that says common cold.
Common cold.
I'll tap here.
MediSafe. In progress. Progress bar. Out of list. MediSafe. Every day. In list.
We heard every day. I'm going to put my finger near the top though.
How often do you take it? Window MediSafe.
How often do I take it? So let's see the options.
50%. Progress bar.
I'm 50% through the creation process.
Every day. In list.
That's every day,
Every other day.
every other day,
Specific days of the week.
or,
On a recurring cycle.
okay,
Every X days.
okay,
Every X weeks.
wow.
Every X months. Only as needed. Add med option row icon, button. Detected. Icon, question.
And then, toward the bottom there on the right, there's to add another row and it's question or whatever. So I'm going to tap on one of these just for giggles.
Specific days of the week.
I'll tap here.
Detected. Icon, back, button, out of list.
And moving down,
Tylenol cold, the 5th of October 325
moving
mg.
down.
On which days do you need to take the med?
On which days do I need to take the medication?
60%, progress bar.
And I'm 60% through the filling out of the form.
Sunday, in list.
Now let's choose Sunday.
Selected, Sunday.
And I should go down and choose maybe Friday.
Saturday. Friday.
Let's choose Friday.
Selected, Friday.
There we go. And at the bottom,
Next, out of list.
we got next.
MediSafe. In progress, progress bar. MediSafe. Detected. Icon, back, button.
There we are at the top left, back button, moving down.
Tylenol cold, the 5th of October 325
down.
When do you need to take the dose?
When do I need to take it? Now we're talking about time here, whether it's in the morning or in the evening.
70%, progress bar.
And I'm 70% through.
Take.
Okay.
1 pills.
We got one pill.
Edit ick, button. Detected.
There's
Icon,
an edit on the right edge toward the middle. And I'm going to move down.
7, button.
7, that will be the time moving to the right.
55, button.
There's 55. So either I'm going to take it at 7:55 or whatever time. So below 7 we have 8 and it's an edit box. To the right of that,
00, edit box.
we hear 00, that's the minutes. And to the right of that,
AM, edit box.
and AM edit box. Now, looks like we have some other buttons here though. Let's move my finger down from that edit box.
9, button.
I hear 9, moving my finger to the right.
05, button.
05.
PM, button.
And PM there. So below that AM, there's the PM. So it seems like if I want to change my time, I could tap on either the 7 or the 9, and that will adjust the hour. And I could tap on the minute area, and that should adjust the minute. So let me tap on the 9.
9 button.
I'll tap here.
9 replaced 8. 9 a.m.
So what that means is that if I tap on that 9, then it moves up to the edit field, and that edit field now becomes 9 a.m. I'll put my finger there to confirm.
9 edit box.
And if I move my finger above that,
8 button.
our 7 has changed to 8. Move finger down.
9 edit box.
Move finger down.
10 button.
And so now I have 10 and 8 flanking the 9 in the edit field. So let's see if we go up and tap on 8, see what time it changes it to. That is the hour.
8 button.
Tap.
8 replaced 9. 8 a.m.
So
8 edit box.
that field is now 8. That changes the edit field now to 8. And now above that, that should be back to 7, I believe.
7 button.
Exactly. So there you have it. That's how you manage the time, the hour, and then the minute. Of course, you go to the right and change the minutes, just like we've changed that because we got 55.
55 button.
And if I move my finger down,
00 edit box.
there's 00. I move down.
05 button.
05. So if I tap here on 05,
05 replaced 00. 05.
so it
8:01 a.m.
changes it to 8.
8 edit box.
And to the right,
05 edit box.
it changes it to 8:05. And for the morning or afternoon,
10 button. AM edit box.
there's AM. Now, if it was PM, I'll move my finger down below that,
PM button.
tap,
PM replaced AM. PM. 8:01 p.m.
and there we have it. PM.
AM button.
That's how it works. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom.
Next.
Next, tap,
MediSafe. In progress. Progress bar. MediSafe. Detected. Icon. Back button.
and moving down,
Tylenol cold.
move down.
95%. Progress bar.
We're 95% through. Let's move on down.
Almost done. Would you like to?
We're almost done, and we're being asked as to whether we would like to. What are the options?
Set treatment duration. In list.
Set the duration. Next,
Get refill reminders.
get refill reminders.
Add instructions.
You could add some instructions.
Change the med icon.
We could change the medication icon.
Save. Out of list.
And at the bottom there is a save button. Let's say I'll go ahead and save it.
MediSafe. In progress. Progress bar. You have successfully added Tylenol cold. Add another med.
All right, I heard I've successfully added Tylenol cold, and we heard add another med. I'm going to put my finger near the top and go down from there, see what we have. I do not find anything near the top left nor the top right, so I'll move my finger down.
You have successfully added Tylenol cold.
Move on down.
Add another med.
Let's add another med below that, and
I'm done.
I'm done. So I'll tap here.
MediSafe. In progress. Progress bar. MediSafe. MediSafe. Detected. Text X. Icon. Close button.
And there's that close button there near the top left corner. Let's move on down.
Make sure you get your reminders on time.
All right, moving down.
Tap Allow on the next screen to exclude MediSafe from battery optimization. Battery optimization limits activity of apps when they're not active, which could delay your MediSafe reminders.
So definitely this has to do with battery optimization. And of course, we need to exclude that if you're going to be needing to hear those reminders, because you don't want your reminders getting delayed. And moving my finger down.
Take this action.
Let's take this action. So if I tap here, it should take me to the battery area where I could exclude this from being optimized or whatever being held in the background. So I'll tap here to activate.
Take this action. Battery optimization. Let app always run in background.
And so we're on the screen now, and we could allow it to run in the background. And let's see what we got.
Allowing MediSafe to always run in the background may reduce battery life. You can change this later from settings greater than apps.
And then we got
Deny button.
there's a deny button there in the middle, almost toward the right, and to the right of that
Allow button.
is the allow button. I'm going to tap on allow.
MediSafe. Fish.
All right, we're back to where it says MediSafe Fish. So we're back to the screen now. Put my finger near the top.
Fish.
All right, moving down. Moving my finger down, I don't hear anything. I'm going to move it down toward the left corner.
Selected. Home. Tab. 1 of 4.
I hear home selected 1 of 4. So we're now on the home tab, which is selected by default when I completed all of that process. And let's move to the right, see what else we have.
Updates. Tab. 2 of 4.
We've got updates next to the right.
Medications. Tab. 3 of 4.
Medications. And the last tab.
More. Tab. 4 of 4. Manage and change profiles here. Out of list. Window pop-up window.
It says manage and change profiles here. So let's take a look at some of these tabs real quick. I know this is getting long, and I'll just run through this real quick, and you can go through this on your own. Let's go to the second tab, though, because we're already on the first tab, which is the home tab. The second tab was the updates.
Updates. Tab. 2 of 4. In
Tab
list.
to see what
4
that is all
items.
about.
Updates. Selected. Showing items 1 to 3 of 3.
And put my finger near the top.
It's super helpful to mark your doses. Once you take your medication, make sure you mark it as taken in the app. It's very easy, you never have to worry about whether or not you took a dose, and there are more benefits in list.
Okay, moving down.
Learn why and how to mark button.
Move down.
Welcome to MediSafe. Hi. I'm Megan from customer support. We know this is all new to you, so let me help. 3. Read more, medisafe.com.
Okay, move on down.
Feed Temple BDN dismiss button. Detected.
Dismiss
Icon.
button.
Close. 25,331.
And I think maybe that could be some ad.
Detected. Icon. Share button.
Below that we have a button that says share, which is on the left.
Detected. Icon. Like button.
There's a like button to the right of that. And moving my finger right, I don't hear anything. Moving my finger down, nothing. Moving down.
Home. Tab. 1 of 4.
I'm back on the home tab. So that was updates. Let's move to the next tab.
Medications. Tab. 3 of 4.
Medications. And I'll tab here.
Medications. Selected. Showing items 1 to 2 of 2.
Putting my finger near the top.
Fish. Out of list.
There's my name, and moving my finger to the right.
Send status report.
Send status report. Moving my finger down.
List.
We hear list.
Active meds. In list.
And we're in the area where it says active meds.
Tylenol cold, the 5th of October 325 mg. Next reminder, April 28th, 8:05 p.m.
Okay, so there it is. So if I go toward the bottom,
add a med, out of list.
There's another add a med, so I could add another medication there. Let's go back up though to the top right and see what that
Send status report.
Send status report is all about. Tap here.
Share. In list.
I tap there
Showing
and it says
items
share.
1 to 12 of 45.
Oh my. So let's see what we got.
Gmail.
There's Gmail.
Nearby share.
So in other words, you could select an app to share it with. So if your doctor's email address is here or his contact is here, you could choose one of that. So in other words, you could choose this thing as share or send report as it is
MediSafe.
labeled as. All right, so let's move on down and go to the last tab.
More, tab, 4 of 4, in list,
more
4
tab.
item. More, selected.
Tapping on more, putting my finger near the top.
Fish.
Move on down.
Health trackers and measurements, new.
Health trackers and measurements, and that's new.
Notes.
Notes.
Appointments.
Appointments. Here's where you go check your appointments.
Doctors.
Doctors. Go in there, add your doctors, or see your doctors that you have.
Refills.
Refills.
Report.
Okay.
Settings.
We got settings.
Help and support.
Help and support.
Reminder troubleshooting.
Reminder / troubleshooting.
Upgrade to premium.
And we're here, upgrade to premium. And that's the last one. Let's go though and tap on that setting, see what we have in the settings so we could wrap this thing up.
Settings.
There we are.
MediSafe. Unlabeled, button. Detected. Icon, back.
That's the back button. Go down.
Settings.
That's the settings heading.
Settings, in list.
We hear settings in list.
General settings.
General settings.
My places.
My places.
Account.
Okay.
Verification code.
Okay.
Open account. Create a free MediSafe account.
Okay.
Login. Log in with an existing account. Passcode. Use a passcode to enter the app.
I could use a passcode to enter the app if that's what I prefer.
Premium settings.
And we got premium settings.
Upgrade to premium.
And we could upgrade to premium.
Restore premium purchase.
If you've purchased it in the past, you could restore your premium purchases here.
General. Help us and share MediSafe.
Keep going.
Rate MediSafe.
The
Showing
rating.
items 1 to 4. Send feedback.
Send
Showing
feedback.
item about.
We've got about. And that's the last item. So that's a quick overview of MediSafe. I hope you find it useful. So far, though, seems to be very accessible. Thank you so much for listening to the demo about MediSafe.
One thing that app was very useful to me because I take a lot of medicine, so the app has to add all my medicines and remind when should I take them. So it also has a full list of medicines, so it's very useful.
Up next, we turn on to the cash reader. If you have some moolah burning in your pockets and you want to know what it is, this is it. This cash reader will do exactly what you're looking for, and I think they support a lot of currencies around the world. So here's that cash reader demo by Kareen.
Hi, this is my demo of the Cash Reader Bill Identifier application. The app recognizes the banknotes of many currencies with a very good accuracy. Also, the app is available for both Android and iOS devices. I'll open the app, try to identify some banknotes, see the settings, and show you when the app is opened for the first time.
Home screen, ASR, cash reader, application icon.
So when you open the app, it starts the recognition immediately of the currency that you have selected. Also, TalkBack will announce the currency that it is currently identified. Joshua will not. With Joshua, you should swipe or touch the screen near the top at the left.
Identifying Lebanese pound.
Okay, so it's identifying Lebanese pound. Now, this says a real-time recognition. So when a banknote of the currency is detected, it will be announced automatically by both Joshua and TalkBack. So I will try with the 50,000 Lebanese pounds. It's folded in half. I'll keep it like
50,000.
And okay.
50,000.
So I was was just holding it in my hand before trying to do the recognition. It was because the camera was able to detect it, so it told me that it's a 50,000 Lebanese pounds. So let's see with the 100,000. Of course, I should point the camera at the banknote that you want to recognize to hear the value. I will hold the phone in one hand and the banknote in the other, and let's see.
100,000. 100,000. 100,000.
Okay, so when you keep the banknote under the camera, or when you keep the camera pointed at the banknote, it will repeatedly announce the value, and this is useful to make sure that the recognition is correct, because if it detects something wrongly, usually it will not insist on this. So when it insists, this usually means that this is a right recognition or a right detection. Now I will see what are the items available. I have
Send photo for inspection button.
So if it misrecognizes, like if it's misrecognizing
50,000.
and you want to ask the team about this, you can send the photo. You can take the photo of this bill and take it or send it to the team to check it.
Settings button.
Now I'll tap on the settings, which is the other item available.
Settings. Nav. Set. Recognition unavailable. Select the currency currently identifying Lebanese pound.
The first item is to recognize the currency. And the list of currencies is big. And the app is always adding new currencies with updates.
Select currency. Now, select currency. Search button.
It's a good thing to have search because, as I said, the list is big.
Delete downloaded currencies button.
You can delete the downloaded currencies.
Choose which currency will be identified from the list below. Let us know if your currency is not on the list. Do you need to sort banknotes with different currencies? Use the button at the bottom of the screen to identify all available currencies at the same time. North America. US dollar downloaded. Canadian dollar. Mexican peso. European Union.
Good sorting.
Bulgarian lev. Croatian. Czech. Danish. Euro downloaded. Hungarian for. Northern Ireland. Polish zloty. Romanian. Swedish krona. Europe. Albanian lek.
Okay, I will not show you all of the list. I'll select the US dollar. Of course, the recognition is offline. Only you need the connection to download the currency.
Canadian. North. US dollar downloaded. CHAP settings.
Just by tapping the US dollar, the recognition started. So I will bring a banknote and see. Let's see.
5.
It's $5. Another banknote.
10.
So it's really very quick. Okay, so let's try with another currency.
Identify. Send for settings button. Setting. Now. Set. Recognition unavailable. Select the current. Select currency.
I'll tap on search.
Now, select currency. Search button.
And type
U. J. 9. O. R. R.
I put my finger above the keyboard. Touch the screen.
Middle.
Let's see.
Jordanian dinar downloaded.
Jordanian dinar. I have
Settings.
1 dinar, and it's not really in a very good condition. So let's see.
One.
So it was able
One.
to.
One.
It was able to recognize it.
1.
Okay.
Identifying. Send photo for inspection. Settings button.
Again to the settings.
Settings. Now, settings. Recognition. Select the currency. Select currency.
And
Now,
I will
select
search for
search button. A O O. Delete.
All.
O L
A
L
L
L L.
and
Select all select all currencies at once now.
select all currencies at once now. This is the recognition that will compare each banknote with all the available currencies. So now here you are not detecting a specific currency. You are comparing each banknote to all the available currencies, which means that it is less accurate and it is slower as well. So, and you will get more misidentifications, and this is the thing that you will hear when you enable this for the first time with some instructions.
Select all currencies.
Let's try with something. With this dinar.
1 Jordanian dinar.
Okay, this is good. Let's bring something else.
100,000 Lebanese pound. 100,000
Good.
Lebanese pound.
I'll bring the 10 Emiratis dirham.
Ten Emirati dirham. 10 Emirati dirham. 10 Emirati dirham. 10 Emirati dirham.
It's doing a good job now with this demonstration, but sometimes it will tell you about currencies that are not really available with you, so now it's not doing this.
10 American dollars.
Okay,
100
so,
Swiss francs.
okay, 100 Swiss francs, which is not really with me actually. So
50,000 Lebanese pound.
So it's good, but you can't really rely on it. As I said, and as you heard, it told me that there's a Swiss franc currency, which is not really present with me. So yeah, and this is something normal because the list...
500 Macedonian denarii.
Okay, so this is also not something that I have. So yeah, as I said, the list of currencies is big, so this is really normal. But the single currency identification is something really great.
Identifying all at once. Send photo for settings button. Settings.
Let's see other
recognition. Select the current. Convert to the home currency. Cash reader will convert the identified banknote denomination into your home currency. Banknote denomination and value in the home currency are announced together.
Okay, so this is if you want to convert the currency that you are detecting to your home currency, which is a currency that you can specify. I'll tap on this.
Convert to the navigate. Convert to the home currency. Enable conversion checkbox unchecked. Exchange rate update.
Conversion.
Checkbox checked. Set home currency. Your home currency is US dollar.
Okay, so my home I set the home currency US dollar. So it's a good service, but you should pay attention to something. Some currencies that are not stable, like my Lebanese currency, where you have many rates, and so in this case, you will not really get a good conversion. It is converting my currency to 6 US dollars, whereas it is in real value about $1. The 100,000 Lebanese pounds. So I will
navigate up but set home settings. Convert to the home currency. Cash reader will vibration settings. Vibrations are not available when cash reader identifies all currencies at once. Vibration cash reader.
Okay, let's
all at once. Send photo for settings button. Setting now select the current recognition unavailable. Select the currency currently identified. Now select search button.
I will put the Jordanian
J
again.
9 O R R Jordanian dinar download. Settings.
Okay.
Identify settings button. Set now set convert vibrations settings.
Let's see vibration settings.
Vibrations vibrate banknote value checkbox unchecked. The app can transform the identified value of a banknote into vibrations. The vibrations are always used when your phone is in silent mode, because in silent mode the app cannot speak the value aloud. Here, you can set it up so that the vibrations are also allowed in ring mode.
This feature here is a useful feature. It converts the value to vibrations. So let's consider that I have 6 banknotes in the currency that I have, and I will consider the Lebanese pounds, which has 6. So if it detects the 1,000, which is the first one, it will vibrate once. The 5,000, which is the second one, it will vibrate twice. So it will start from the smallest to the greatest value. So when it is the 100,000, it will vibrate 6 times.
Speed of vibrations normal speed.
I can specify the speed.
Speed of slow speed unchecked. Normal speed. Fast speed unchecked. Vibrate. Haptic feedback checkbox unchecked, not supported on this device. Unavailable.
This will only change the vibration pattern, how it is vibrating, but it's not supported on all devices.
Play vibration patterns.
Here I can test how the patterns will be. So,
play vibration. Now, learn vibration patterns for each banknote of Jordanian dinar by playing them in this settings environment. Vibration.
I'm not sure if the recording will capture this.
1 Jordanian dinar.
It's the first one.
5 Jordanian dinar.
The second.
10 Jordanian dinar. Navigate up button.
Let's go.
Vibrate banknote value check.
Back.
Setting. Banknote announcement style only denomination. Banknote announcement. Bank denomination with currency unchecked.
So it will only say only the denomination or the value, and I can specify that it will say also the currency. So it will say, like, instead of 100,000, it will say 100,000 Lebanese pounds.
Only denomination checked. Cancel button. Denomination with currency unchecked. Settings.
Okay.
Beep while identifying checkbox checked if you are unaware of whether the app is active and currently identifying banknotes. Enable the period. Back button.
So this setting will mean that it will have some beeps to when it is recognizing. So the user will be aware that it is recognizing and the app is still active.
Vibrations settings. Flashlight checkbox checked. Light from your device's flashlight improves the identification rate in the dark. It will switch off automatically when you leave the app.
Yeah, so I keep this on because it should make the recognition better, especially when you are in a darker environment. And when you leave the app, it will turn off automatically the flashlight.
Toggle back and front camera. Use back camera.
Okay, so here you can specify the camera that you want to use, whether it is the back camera, which is the one used by default, or the front camera.
Send us photo for inspection checkbox checked. You can enable a button to appear on the main screen to send us photo for inspection. Tap the button whenever you think the app is giving you incorrect results and we will check it. This will allow us to improve identification over time. Thank you. We will never share your photo with anyone and it will be deleted after inspection.
So this is explaining the send photo for inspection, which was present on the main screen. If I uncheck this, the button that was on the screen will not be shown.
Support unavailable. Send a download link to your friends. Do you send email to Michaela if you have? Rate Cache Reader if you're happy with the app. Privacy policy. Terms of use. Application version 2. Social media unavailable. Open Cache Reader. Open Cache Reader on Twitter. Navigate up button.
Okay, so support and the social media pages.
Cache Reader.
I will show you the conversion thing. You are using the dinar. So let's see. Okay, so this is the dinar. I will.
1 Jordanian dinar is worth around $1.40. 1 Jordanian dinar is worth around $1.40.
Okay. I downloaded the app and installed it on another device. I'll open it now for the first time.
Open button. Welcome to Cache Reader, the money reading mobile app for the blind and visually impaired. Cache Reader identifies banknote denominations for the largest number of currencies. Point your camera at the bill and hear, see or feel its value. To get started, please grant us access to your camera.
Okay, so it told me about the app. I'll slow down the speech.
Spoken language. Speech rate. Speech rate 214. Speech rate 235. Speech rate 146%. Speech rate 133.
Okay.
Grant access to camera button.
So it's asking me for sure for the camera permission. This is, of course, necessary.
Permission request on top. What? Only this time. While using the app.
I'll grant the permission.
Welcome to Cash Reader. Choose currency. Now, select. Let me select from the list button. Select US dollar now button.
Okay, so it will select here. It's asking me to select my currency. I can select the US dollar and
let me select from the list button.
I can select from the list.
Select US dollar. Full version. You are using free version, and the identification is limited to only low denomination banknotes. The full version will help you to identify almost every banknote in the world. Please choose the full version plan, which best suits your needs.
So the app is not free. It is a paid application. You can subscribe for the monthly plan or for the annual plan, and you can pay once for the lifetime subscription.
Continue with free version button. Purchase the full version button.
Okay, I'll
continue with free version.
Continue with the free version.
Terms of agreement. We do our best to correctly identify all banknotes. Under specific circumstances, however, there may be some mistakes. By using this application, you acknowledge and agree that for any damage caused to you or third parties by misrepresentation of any banknote, we relinquish all responsibility. Please also note that the application is unable to detect counterfeit banknotes.
Okay, so it's telling you that if there is any misidentification, it will not be responsible for this. And also, it is telling you that it's not a tool to identify counterfeited currencies.
Terms of use button. I agree and I would like to start using the application button. Downloading data for US dollar. Free version identifies only 1, 2, 5.
3.
Try the full version for free.
After you choose a currency, you will be told the banknotes that are supported in the free version for the US dollars, they are the 1, 2, and 5 banknotes. If you want to try the app for free, you should subscribe to either the monthly or the annual plan. After that, you will be given a 14 days trial. During this time, you will not be charged for anything if you cancel the subscription before the end of the trial. And if you decide to continue with the subscription will start after the trial period is finished. What makes Cash Reader special, in my opinion, is that despite supporting a large number of currencies from all around the world, the app still retains accuracy and speed. The recognition doesn't need any special technique. It's a straightforward process. Sometimes it's only enough for the app to recognize the value of the banknote just to have a part of the banknote detected by the camera. Also, the app is good at recognizing and detecting the values of banknotes which are not in a very good condition. Also, the folded banknotes. If you face issues with the identification, it's recommended to contact the support team, giving them the necessary information and sending them photos to help them in solving the problem. For me, the only issue happens with the 20,000 Lebanese pound. Sometimes it's identified as 5,000, sometimes as 10,000, but usually this is not consistent. So it will not insist on the wrong result or the wrong value. For this reason, I said that you should give it time and you should let it repeat the value for more than one time. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Kareen, for that wonderful demonstration. And now something having to do with habits, and our potato friend Guy demonstrates an app called Habitica.
Hello everyone, this is your favorite potato. I'm not sure if I am your favorite potato still, but they say if you repeat a lie 100 times, it will become true. So let's make a deal. I will be repeating that each time I'll be recording something for Blind Android Users podcasts, and we'll see if I'll be your favorite potato or not. I am here to show you the app called Habitica. Habitica is a game which allows you to improve your real life habits in a fun way. So the better you are at accomplishing your tasks, the more you progress in the game. So you get rewards, you get experience, but it's not just another silly game. It's something really cool that has helped me and motivated me to study and to do other things. And I'll be using a feature of Goldwave called multi-device recording. So basically, for those interested, it allows you to record from 2 separate devices. So I can record from my line-in on my external sound card and also from my USB microphone, which is really cool because I don't need any fancy mixers or anything like that. And my phone has a mini jack slot, so I am considering myself a lucky potato. Okay, so let's begin. I'm not able to show you everything, but I will just go over the basic stuff in the game, and maybe it will help you in your life too, as it did for me. Okay, so let's unlock our phone.
Smart 1846. Habitica. Open navigation drawer button.
Of course, in the upper left corner we have the drawer.
The potato.
Here is my username, which is being read weirdly by Samsung TTS.
Search button.
Here is the search button, which allows you to search for your tasks if you have a lot of them.
Filter button.
Here you can filter stuff.
Progress bar 53%.
Here is the progress bar
26/50,
which is the health. So you have the progress bar and next to it you have the value. So I have 26 of 50 health.
Health.
Yeah, and it says it's health. So when you are not doing your tasks, daily tasks, or your habits is scored down, then you receive damage. And that's what health is for.
Progress bar 99%. 99/100. Experience.
And here is the experience. I have 99 out of 100, so only 1 XP point is needed to advance to the next level. Next we have another progress bar.
Unlock by reaching level 10.
And we can unlock something here. I'm not sure what it is.
LVL 4.
And here is my level. I am on level 4.
41. 0.
I'm not sure what is 41. Maybe gold or something. Here is 0. And this is a clickable button, so that means it must be a premium currency.
+1 in list.
+1.
0 out of list. +1 in positive button. Talk to a friend.
Oh, talk to a friend. Okay, so this is my habit. Because I tend to forget to talk to my friends. It's weird, but well, it happens. And
positive button.
Positive. So if I've talked to my friend, I click on this.
You reached level 5. By accomplishing your real life goals, you leveled up and are now fully healed. Out of list.
Yay!
Onwards. Button. Habitica. Positive button in list.
Yeah, so that's how you do it.
Talk to a friend. +1. Positive button. Study/procrastinate.
So this is a default one, because now we are on the habits list. And we have the
positive +1.
+1, which I'm not sure what it is.
Positive button.
Positive, so yeah, positive habits. So we score it up.
Study/procrastinate.
Here if we click on that, we can edit it.
Negative button.
And negative. So yeah, if I want to study, I click on negative and receive the damage. Of course, you can cheat and add random stuff, but well, then you are not cheating in the game, but you are cheating rather yourself. So, well.
Positive button.
Another
Eat
one.
healthy junk food.
Another default one, healthy or junk food.
Negative button.
So healthy positive, junk negative.
Positive button. Meditation.
Meditation. So if I meditate, by the way, with a app called Smiling Mind, which was the first app I've ever shown on blind Android users, then I click positive. And you know what it is about. So
Positive button. Negative button.
Let's
Eat healthy junk food.
try to
Positive button.
find the add button.
Meditation. Open navigation drawer button. Out of list. Potato. Search button. Filter button. Progress bar 100%. 50/50 health. 0 experience.
I'm now navigating
LVF
through
41.
things we've already talked about.
0. Habits. Dailies.
And I've skipped something.
Habits. 0.
Next to that 0, so the currency, if you navigate with TalkBack, because of course these things are on the bottom of the screen, but I prefer to navigate by swiping left and right.
Habits.
You have the Habits tab, so the one we are now.
Dailies.
Dailies, so your daily tasks, which you just have to complete every day.
To-dos.
To-dos, so your to-do list with checklists and stuff. Your typical to-do app.
Rewards.
Rewards, so you can reward yourself for stuff. Like, let's see, for example, I love reading visual novels, so if I do everything I had to do for today, I can read a visual novel and reward myself and click there.
New task button.
New tasks. So here you can create new task, in this case, a new habit.
+2 in list. New task. Rewards. New task. +2 in list.
And then we have the habits list. It's now +2, so it's even better, because as you can remember before it was +1. It resets every day and you can score up a habit as much as you want. It's not like you have to do it once a day. You can do it a few times.
New task button. Out of
Okay,
list.
so let's see a new task, for example.
Create habit. Navigate up button.
In the upper left corner, we have the navigate up button, which will cancel it.
Create habit.
Then we have the window title.
Create button. Disabled.
Create button, which is disabled because I didn't enter the name or anything.
Task title. Edit box. Editing.
The task title.
Notes. Edit box.
Notes related to that task.
Positive.
Positive.
Negative.
And negative. So you can add to your task, because you can have both or just one. If you have a negative habit, you just add negative to it. And you have these buttons which don't say anything, and
Negative.
if you swipe right, you have the explanation of that button.
Difficulty. Heading.
Difficulty. Based on difficulty, you will get experience. So if something is really hard, you will get a lot of experience. If something is
Trivial.
trivial, you will get 1 XP. And again, you have first the button and then
Trivial.
the label for that button. It's not the most user-friendly way, but it's understandable.
Easy. Medium. Hard.
So yeah, you have trivial, easy, medium, and hard. Okay, so
Navigate up button.
let's go
Keyboard
back
hidden. Habitica. New task button.
and let's go to the second tab, which is
Recents button. Habits. Window Habitica. Dailies.
dailies. Let's go here,
Page 2 of 4.
page 2 of 4, because of course you can swipe left with 2 fingers to go to the next page and right to go to the previous one.
Open navigation drawer button.
And
Out of
let's
list.
go from the upper left corner
Potato.
again.
Search button. Filter
So here
button.
is all the same stuff.
Progress 50. Health.
Progresses,
0. Experience.
health,
Unlock.
experience,
LVL. 41.
level.
0.
Okay,
Habits.
and
Dailies. To do. Reward. New task. Has reminder 1047
Okay.
in list.
to daily tasks, you can set reminders, so it will send a notification at a time. So that way I am, for example, planning my day. So at 11 I am studying and stuff like that.
New
So
task. Has reminder 1047 in list.
Has reminder.
Daily checkbox.
Daily.
Learn Python.
Learn Python.
Daily checkbox.
So, daily checkbox. If you click on this, that means you did the thing.
Has reminder 1047. Daily check. Learn Python. 2 has reminder 9 o'clock. Daily checkbox. 2 has reminder
2.
9 o'clock.
Why it says 2? Because you can add checklists to your dailies. So first you need to check off everything and then you can click on complete. And here is one of these.
Daily checkbox.
Daily checkbox, of course.
Study Korean.
Study Korean. Yeah, I am studying Korean. Potato in Korean is kamja, if anyone was interested.
2.
2. So 2 of 2 I've did today.
5 has reminder 1700 hours. Daily checkbox.
Another one.
Learn Reaper.
Learn Reaper. Yeah, I'm into audio stuff too. And that's
Daily
all.
5 has reminder 1700 hours.
But
2.
If you click on that 2 of 2, I've just expanded a checklist. So
Duolingo.
Duolingo. Studying Korean on Duolingo. I have to press that. Then I have to study with
Talk to me in Korean.
Talk to me in Korean. And after I do both of these, I can press
Duolingo. 2. Study daily checkbox.
daily checkbox. So that's how dailies work.
2 has reminder. Learn Python.
I can, for example, click on Learn Python.
Weekly. Habitica.
And
Learn Python. Navigate 1850. Navigate up button. Window Habitica.
from the upper left corner we have
Delete button.
Delete.
Save button.
Save.
Learn Python edit box. Task title.
Task title.
Notes edit box.
Notes.
Checklist. Heading.
And here we have something we didn't have in the Habits tab, so checklist.
New checklist entry. Edit box.
So we type here the name of the entry.
Difficulty. Heading.
Difficulty.
Trivial.
And
Easy.
it's the same.
Medium. Hard. Scheduling. Heading.
Scheduling.
Start date March 30th, 2023. Repeats. Drop down list. Daily for repeats. Every. 1. Edit box for days. Days. Repeats daily every day. Adjust streak. Heading. 0. Edit box. Streak.
Adjust streak. If you've started doing something before, for example, you've added it to Habitica, you can adjust the streak here.
Reminders. Heading. Delete reminder. Button for 1047. 1047. New reminder. Tags. Heading.
And you can add tags. So that's
Back button. Window navigation bar.
basically all you can do here.
Habitica. Learn Python
Okay.
in list.
Another
Dailies
tab.
out of list. To-dos.
To-dos.
Page 3 of 4. Toto checkbox in list.
Okay.
New task. Rewards. New task button.
Let's start from the new task. So here you can add a new to-do.
Toto checkbox in list.
To-do checkbox. So if you do something, you press on this.
Record a podcast.
Record a podcast. Yeah. I've noted here what I want to record about. So I have to record about all of this stuff and then I can click on this
Toto checkbox.
to-do checkbox.
Record a 0, 4.
I did 0 of 4 things, so I have to do this. And that's kind of similar to dailies, but the difference is you don't do it every day, but you do it once. For example, you can do a shopping list that way.
Rewards out of list.
And the last tab is rewards.
Page 4 of 4.
My favorite one.
New task button.
Again, we start from the new task button, which in this case should be called new reward.
Read a novel.
Read a novel. Here we have read a novel.
0.
0.
Play a game.
I didn't read. Play a game.
0.
Also 0. I didn't play a game today.
90. 90.
These are the in-game items. Sadly, they aren't labeled.
90. 60. 70.
So the numbers you hear is the value of these items, so how much they cost.
60.
So let's click on this, for example.
Unpin. Unpin. 41.12 gold. 0 gems. Available for 23 days, 10 hours, 56 minutes. Hummingbird helmet. Cover your visage in iridescent feathers when you fly into battle. Increases strength by 9. Limited edition 2023 spring gear.
Here you can buy that, and after clicking on this you can know what that item is, the description, the stats and stuff like that.
STR. Plus 9.
STR, so strength.
Per. Plus 0. Con. Plus 0. Int. Plus 0.
Int is intelligence?
Close. Button.
I don't know. Close.
Habitica. 60.
I can't afford any of these, but yeah, you can buy stuff in the rewards tab. And
open navigation drawer.
Let's
button.
go here now, because this is not the end. There is a lot more to cover. I mean, I won't cover everything, but there is a lot more here.
Menu.
Let's open this menu.
Fippotato. Add Fippotato. Notifications 5.
Notifications.
Messages.
Messages. You can send messages to other members.
Settings.
Settings.
Tasks in list.
And here you have a list. Tasks.
Stats.
Stats.
Achievements.
Achievements, because you can unlock achievements.
Shops.
We have shops section, so we can buy stuff.
Market. Seasonal items available. New. Quest shop. Seasonal shop open for 23 days, 10 hours, 54 minutes. Open. Time travelers. Inventory.
Inventory.
Avatar customization. Equipment. Items. Pets and mounts. Purchase gems.
Yeah, you can have a pet. You can have a pet collection here. There are a lot of pets to collect, and for doing your dailies, you sometimes can get an egg and have a pet. So that's also cool.
Subscription. Get more out of Habitica.
You can have a subscription. I don't have it, but if you want it, then why not?
Social.
Social. This is the interesting thing.
Party.
You can join a party and, for example, do the party quests and stuff like that with others. I have my own one and it's really cool.
Tavern.
Here is kind of a general chat. You can chat with others.
Guilds.
Guilds. You can join different guilds, which, for example, will help you achieve your goals. For example, I am a part of a K-pop fans guild, and you can join communities with people interested in the same thing as you, and you can achieve things together.
Challenges.
Challenges, of course. You have different challenges, and you can finish them.
About.
About.
News. Support. About.
And that's all I have for you for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.
Thank you so much, Potato Boy, for that great demonstration.
For those of you who don't know who is Potato, he's the most active member in a Telegram group.
It is curtain drawing time, thus we come to the end of today's episode. And up next, we give you information on how to get hold of us. And that will be it for this week's episode. And we do want to thank you so much for tuning in or for listening. And again, we're looking forward to your app demonstrations, since we have 2 more App Bonanzas coming up, one for July the 29th and one for October the 28th. So please send us those demos if you want them to be featured on here. Again, thank you so much for listening. And now to close today's episode, Austin is standing by to give you information on how to get hold of us.
To contact us, you can send an email to contactus@blindandroidusers.com. You can join our mailing list by sending an email to Blind Android Users plus subscribe at groups.io. You can join our Telegram, Facebook, Discord, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The links for everything will be at the bottom of the show notes and also in the video description of the YouTube channel. And also the links are in the websites panel of the YouTube channels.
And that's it from us, guys. From me, it's goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.